Hello, this is Scott from Food, Faith, and Friends Campbell Dinner Church, and thanks for checking in again. Looking forward to getting to see some of you at our next meal. And just thinking about something today, if there's anything that most people have in common, it's that they are required to pay taxes every year, or file taxes anyway. So we had an extra month this year, but it's still something that we have to do every time, every year. And I don't know exactly how you feel about tax season, but it's probably some mixed emotions. I mean, when you can work through all the paperwork yourself or you can pay someone else to do it, but either way, it's either really tedious or can be pretty expensive as well. And there may be some joy or even financial relief if there's a refund involved, but the entire process can be, pretty frustrating. So imagine if there was one person or maybe a small group of people that you could blame all of that frustration, resentment, bitterness, disappointment, whatever the emotions are. You can blame it all on that one person or that group of people. Oh, let me explain this. So, during the time that Jesus was traveling around and teaching people about God and going from city to city, the Romans were taxing the Jews, the Jewish nation, really high, really heavily. And they had also hired Jewish citizens to be tax collectors. And so these Jewish citizens were going to other people in their nation and getting lots of money, unfair amounts, and or at least so it seemed, at the very least, and taking it away and giving it to another country. So these tax collectors weren't very popular people. And there was a day that Jesus was traveling through one town in particular, and there were crowds of people who came out to see him, and they just wanted to ask him questions or just be able to see this person who had become famous for all of his teaching and the things that were happening when he was around. There was another person who was a little bit shorter than the rest, and he couldn't get around the crowds. He couldn't see, but he really wanted to see Jesus. So he ran on ahead in the city, and there was a tree there. And he climbed up the tree so he could see him. And when Jesus got to that tree and saw him, he called him out by name. His name was Zacchaeus. He said, "Zacchaeus, I want you to come down. I want to meet with you. I want to visit your home." And the people were shocked because Zacchaeus was not only a tax collector, he was one of the chief tax collectors. He was like one of the bosses over the other ones. And so he was really not popular. And, really the crowds may not have been letting him in to see Jesus. They may have been kind of just not getting out of the way or something, especially because he was shorter than they were. But Jesus wanted to spend time with them, wanted to go visit his home. So I spent a good amount of time talking about taxes, but I hope what you remember about this story is how Jesus showed love and acceptance to this person. And he shows love and acceptance to people no matter their current situation, no matter their history even. He even accepts tax collectors. And God loves us so much that he sent his son so that we could have a right relationship with God through Jesus. So please let us know if there's any questions about this or anything else, or if there's any way that we could be praying for you or your family. Thanks. Talk to you later.